The neighborhood in NBA2K21 is vast, and if you're looking to learn everything there is to know about it, well, you've come to the right place. For starters, enjoy the views. The all-new 2K Beach provides users with a scenic backdrop for all their neighborhood games. Soak up the sunlight and stack up those wins.
Coming into Miami, Florida, that's the destination for the Pistons. A power forward who can do it all. Scoring, passing, leadership. Blake Griffin leading the way as they It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. This is Kevin Holland, Greg Anthony, and Brent Berry. On the sideline, hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, thank you very much. What a great comeback story for Derrick Rose. His resilience over the years of injuries has been rewarded. He says everybody struggles. People pretend like they don't. My down days were on TV, so I couldn't die. The whirlwind I was in, I always stayed calm. I think that's just part of who I am.
Good insight there, Dave. Thank you. And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Got Rose. Griffin is out there with Baker. Then it's Luke Kennard. And for Miami, they've got Jimmy Butler. Adebayo is out there with Jimmy Crump. As Dragic in the one. All that team's the one. Shot 75% of the strike, 6 of 8.
And drafted 13th out of Kentucky, Tyler Hero impressing right out of the gates that rookie season.
And I think this is very much the type of player that comes in with confidence, a skill level, and an IQ, and ultimately a guy who wants to compete.
And the shot is good.
And that's how you draw it up right there, a screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Now, here's Junior. He's covered closely. Jones dishes to Junior.
You just have to be more disciplined. I mean, too many fouls and free throw attempts for the opponent.
For Miami, they've gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
The Heat making a switch here. Robinson's checked in. Here's the tip drop, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a handle on it.
Here's McCray. He's covered by Lamb. 5 on the clock. Stolen by 9. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Pass to Junior. He feeds it to Jones. Pass to Nunn. Bucket 6. Miami needs to get a shot off. Crowd wide open. He fires. A putback. Great positioning on the putback. It's a tie ball game.
And they come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Nunn kicks to Junior. Now the feed to Olynyk. And he floats in for the easy 2. For the assist on that one.
There are only 2 players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's McCray. He's guarded by Lamb. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Nice work to get it inside and contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And 74%, so-so. We probably wouldn't mind seeing it a little bit higher.
And Miami shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Jr. with it. He had 25 points for the win against the Lakers.
Yeah, but all around offensively, his performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Here's Galloway, guarded by Robinson. Galloway with the bucket.
Really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And Nunn has got the ball here for the Heat. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
Down low, tips it up.
Good passing in the paint, and even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
The pass to Baker to the left wing. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The size a lot to deal with out there. Maker uses it to his advantage to get a foul.
It's his first trip to the line. And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. The Heat have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. 43 seconds left to play here in the first. They get a hand on it, stolen by Ince. And here's the fast break. Here's Galloway. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Now, here's Nunn. No points in the game yet for him. He's all alone. Finish off the break. And the Pistons lead by 3.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scared.
Now, here's Nunn. Team right out. Stolen by Ince. Here comes Brown. Leading the fast break. Jumps up. And the jump by Baker.
Well, at 7-1, he doesn't have far to go, but Thon Maker rising up that time.
Oh, and he made it.
They just did it.
Oh, incredible buzzer beater there, guys. This crowd is going wild.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. And catch up with Luke Kennard before the game. He discussed what it takes for young players to acclimate themselves to the NBA.
You know, this game, it's a physical game, obviously, but, a lot of it is mental. So, just making sure you're thinking while you're out there is, one of the big things for me. One of the things I've kind of learned since I've been in the league.
And you notice it takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
And it's a great point. And this is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
And this has been a fairly close game for the first quarter. Only some hits here in the second. And what stands out to you from the Pistons so far this one?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
So they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
And now let's check out the Labs courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Detroit. Johnson out there with Griffin. Then there's Brown. Then there's McCray. And it's Galloway in the point guard. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he can just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Here's Cobb. And they call the foul. So he's got the and-one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And the coaches are going to talk to the defense. If you're going to foul Cobb, it better be a hard one.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Teams have dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan, we've seen it over the many decades. For the next decade, though, Who do you think's going to be the back there?
That's a great question. You know, the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he's still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list for the Bucks. For me, I really look at Booker. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics. Tatum, Brown, and the group that they have, with the front office they have, man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. That one calls to Robinson. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Langston Galloway. Robinson into both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Now Brown. Nothing out of the scoreboard for him. Here's Griffin. Feeds it to Henson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one out of Linnick.
What I like here is Henson takes a good angle. That can make all the difference in forcing a foul.
The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line. At about 76.
And Adebayo was checked in for the Heat.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
That's good. 6 on the shot clock. There's one. And 2 shots coming up on the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's a foul against Detroit. And you know, Graves in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answering those critics. If you look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. It's off to Charlotte for Metro.
Only fish with the bones. They didn't have the women. So we have fish. There's another piece in there. There's a piece there for you and for me. I'll just fry extra. Look what I got you. A new blanket. Just for you.
This game as they take on the Hornets. And that game will be game 2 of the free straight on the road. Knocks it loose. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
Him a new blanket.
And in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes of play so far. Gunn kicks to Junior. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. That one no good. Now the Pistons take it the other way, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, snowball effect. And now when one thing would go wrong, then another, really the story of the game.
Yeah, it felt like just the entire roster was stuck in neutral. There was nobody offensively that could get anything going.
Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aubrey.
Hey, Kevin, Blake Griffin had 2 more knee surgeries last season. Pistons coach Dwayne Casey said that the year before, they rode him like a cheap horse, in Casey's words, to make the playoffs. Griffin acknowledged his load may need managing down the road, saying, I'm a believer in science. I'm going to listen to them and let them lead the way. Guys?
Smart perspective. David, thank you. Back to Brown. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists in the game. Has to come. To the inside. Man. And he knocks down the Pistons making a change here. Rose is checked in. And both free throws good for Junior. Pistons have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Back to Rose. Brown outside. Shot clock at 6. Tries it from 19, and a little luck that time, but it drops. Rose has got his second bucket of the game to go.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And here's Junior. 10 points for him. Passes to Adebayo. Dish out to Junior. Adebayo kicks to Junior. Over Henson. The putback. A shot missing. And the Pistons now going the other way. Rose, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Brown finds Rose. Henson trying to break free. Here's Trice. He's got 8. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Inside, here's Lamb, scoring the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Rose, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Rose has got 6.
And Rose always looking for his offense, and why not? He can put up points in a hurry.
The pass to Cobb. It up for Junior. And out of bounds, the Pistons will take it.
Well, that's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
A different look for Miami. Butler, he's checked in for Cobb. And Hero subbed in for Junior. Hey. And now we'll send it over to Ed Aldridge, who is standing by for us on David. I thank you, David. Folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one checked in for Butler. Detroit also making some changes. John Henson's checked in for Maker, and it's Luke Kennard in for Jordan McRae. We got Jay Crowder. He's out there with Bam Adebayo. Junior's out there with Hero. As Dragic into the points. It's the group on the floor for Miami. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams, but in this moment that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it, but the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this, you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
And now, here we go. Rose, no net. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Rose always been one of the best at getting to the line. He has to avoid fouling in those situations.
For Detroit, they have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers in the media.
Gets the pass to Lamb. He's still on a mine. Got a piece of it. Miami again, turning it over. The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starting at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. You talk about a life under the microscope. sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
Kennard for three. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. The Heat trail by 4. Rogic kicks to Junior. To the paint. It's called the run. And the basket is good. Adebayo's got 4 points in the quarter.
Bam knowing what to do. He's owning the paint right now.
Kennard on the wing. Benson trying to break free. Kennard's shot is off.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that one doesn't cost him.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Down low, here's Griffin. Takes it off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 2.
And a nice job there from Griffin as he excels in pick and roll play. His movement after the screen, so tough to get him off track.
Griffin against Crowder. Inside, here's Lamb. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Well, his shot selection, good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Junior really making a difference here.
I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
And Miami making a change here. Cobb's checked in, and the Pistons making a change here as well. Brown's checked in. Kennard, the bounce pass. Outside Griffin. 4 on the shot clock. Here's the lob to the hoop. And slam dunk by Henson.
Yeah, that's the kind of passing that opens up the eyes to Blake Griffin's overall talent.
And it's Dragic with the ball for the Miami Heat. A 2-point game. Now, here's Junior. He's covered by Brown. Junior the pass to Adebayo. He feeds it to Cobb. Here's Lamb. Fouled on the shot. Picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Actually, Galloway's checked in for the Pistons. Free throw no good for Junior. Detroit's gone into the 3-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
There's some unique qualities to the play of Blake Griffin, a big with incredible handles and passing skills who can still throw it down.
Both good from the line that time. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland where you were actually in the conference freshman of the year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland. Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see, and it came this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Galloway, the pass to Griffin. Back to Galloway. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Kennard on the wing. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Griffin's shot is off.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And Crowder slams it in.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. Galloway, the pass to Griffin. Kennard on the wing. Over Cobb, connects on the 17-footer. Kennard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
It's good on the putback. The Heat lead by 2.
wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Pistons have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Pass to Kennard. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist. Kennard's got 10 points.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Junior with it. He's got 20. Now here's Henson. Now Brown. Dishes to Galloway. Back to Brown. Lets the three fly. Crowder pulls it in. Miami's gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming up the break. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And some changes here for the Heat. Derek Jones comes in for Jay Crowder. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Junior. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Maker's checked in. Going with a whole new group on the floor. Pistons leading by 5. On the floor for Detroit, they've got Griffin. Derrick Rose is out there with Kennard, and it's Galloway in at the 2. Rose, no good. For Miami, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Passes it to Lamb. Back to Adebayo. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skill. He's had the benefit of great coaching.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. To the paint, here's Rose. That's good, and so Galloway with the assist.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Rockets kicks to Junior. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. Lakers checked in for Luke Kennard. And so it's Rose who brings the ball up for the Detroit Pistons. The lead is 2. Kicks to Griffin. To the middle. Singletary makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Here's Crowder.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good from Crowder. The Pistons have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. To the inside. Griffin dishes to Maker. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
No question, he got bumped on that shot. Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And he makes both free throws. The Heat trail by 4. Rockets the pass to Lamb. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots. Here is Rose. And the pass to Galloway. Back to Rose. Singletary, defended by Crowder. And finished off by Rose.
And without question, Derrick Rose is one of the most athletic players the league has ever seen. Right there, reminding us just what he can do.
Back to Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. Rebound by the Pistons. Griffin's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Here's Griffin. On its way from Rose for 2. Here's Baker.
It's Hero's quickness on defense right now that's helping him to be effective.
Down low. And Crowder with the basket on the assist by Junior. Junior's got his 7th assist here tonight. The Pistons leading. Left side, Griffin. Miami grabs the miss. Adebayo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Lamb. And Junior throws it down.
He put a two-hander on the slam.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. The Pistons have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Rose passes to Griffin. Looking to get it going. And the slam by Griffin.
And that's the role they want for Rose. Getting guys going through his passing, especially when he can find them in rhythm.
Timeout call, the Heat.
Yeah, you can't make any excuses right now for them giving the ball up as much as they have in this one. I think they can get on the same page during this timeout.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Derrick Rose.
And he's up over 50% from the field here tonight. That speaks to how solid his shot selection has been. Nothing forced and really no bad decisions. Just good, smart, offensive basketball.
Crowder kicks to Junior. And again, Miami with the triple.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Left side, Griffin. Griffin's got 6 here in this quarter.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Rockets the pass to Lamb. And stolen by Baker. A floater. And the wide open shot from Griffin. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got rebound number 13 with that last one. And here's Junior. And Junior throws it down. And here in the 4th quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
So it's the Pistons now. Rose scanning the floor. Gallo. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 8th assist here tonight.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Floats it up for Junior.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working him inside and getting good shots from close range.
And it's Galloway with the ball. He'll bring it up to the Pistons. Griffin draws the double. Has to Baker. And the dunk by Baker.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
Hey guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And the Heat call time here. Miami trailing. Dragic kicks to Junior. Inside. Counted and the foul. It's on Baker.
The halftime break was good for him. Allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Free throw good. Adebayo.
Daddy.
Hard to tell coming out of college what it was that Bam Adebayo was going to hang his hat on offensively. But for sure, you knew relentless effort was going to be part of his game.
Singletary. And the three off target. Miami's on 2 in the fourth quarter from Auburn. Good shooting so far. Yep, that one goes.
Bam trying to expand his game a little bit as he's able to knock down the catch and shoot jumper.
To the paint. For the three. A three-pointer is right on target. 22 points for him.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not going to shrink in the moment.
Take a look at him, locked in right now on this one. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Griffin dishes to Rose. And Adebayo sends it back.
Are we sure that Baines not wearing the watch out there? Perfect timing.
And Junior throws it down.
Going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. To the middle. Crowder with the steal. Passes it to Alderman. And Galloway pulls it down.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Inside Rose. He dishes it to Maker. And the dunk on Maker.
You know, give me 2 hands for that slam. We'll do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next shot. Inside. Here's Lamb. Yes!
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're trailing by 4. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Pistons making a change here. Hans checked in, and he does a bit for the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. He told them they have to keep fighting. He said, hey, look, we're right here, but we can't make mistakes. We got to be aggressive and smart.
The pass to Hero. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Lamb. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. That one on roll. He cannot get the first one. He dropped tough one to miss. Maxie Galloway's checked in for Detroit. And he does get the second one. And that puts them up by 5. Now a timeout called by Detroit. They trail by 5. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Butler, he's checked in for Miami. And so it's Miami winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to from both ends and just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our court game. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
You did look. You did take a look. I like his breath. What he said. Oh, go get it on the table.
clothes, the flashy cars and the jewels. All these rappers is flashing lights in the poles. On the road to give you my soul. Hold on, my face screaming names, ain't name things like your days, amen. Never been on my level, now push your head tight.
Weekend niet in de Thailand.
What?
Weekend.
Oh, it's late.
Fine.
We don't have
But let's say you're looking for a sweet new ride. Well, if that's the case, then head to Wheels, where you can purchase a variety of rides to cruise around the neighborhood with, depending on your rep level. Get started as a rookie one, where you'll be able to cop a skateboard, beach cruiser, and scooter. But as your rep level rises, so will your options at Wheels. Keep grinding out those wins and you'll...
Really getting warmed up here. Just welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right. And the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. D, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. With the new G League Pathway program, some say that the NBA is competing now with college hoops for top high school players. G League President
DA, thanks a lot. So here's Miami's starting group. They've got Robinson. Adebayo is out there with Jay Crow. And there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Dragic into the point guard. And for Cleveland, Stith is out there with Colin Sexton. Then there's Andre Drummond. And there's Kevin Love. And it's Porter at the three, the small forward. On tonight, great two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiar.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Drummond. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. Eddie Osman, he's checked in for Porter. And it's Garland in for Steph. Now, here's Junior. Defense right on.
Really out of the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Miami shoot their sixth and seventh free throws in the game. No good on the free throw. And he's good on the second. Here's Garland. There's the pass to Osman. Tipped away. Fine to shoot. Nance. That's the Heat on the break. Here's Gunn. Second shot opportunity. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Yeah, easy call.
The Heat have shot 4 of 7 as a team for the line tonight. Several misses early. And the Heat making a change here. Jones is checked in. Good on the second free throw. Here's Garland. Pass to Thompson. So the wing on the left. Now here's Garland. Defended by none. Just 5 to shoot. Rebound by the Heat.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Jones with it. Right now by Sexton. Now here's Junior. Coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. And here is Garland. Outside, Sexton. Yes, that goes in.
And a lethal slasher. Sexton does a great job of finding angles to the basket. Has that great burst to get to the rim.
Now, here's Junior. Covered by Nance. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. And we'll go to the line to shoot 2. For Miami, they have shot just above 55% of the line, going 5 of 9.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you would expect to miss the mark by that much.
Sexton up top. His last outing, we saw 4 in 22. Pass to Lamb. And Olenek kicks to Junior. And Joe Olenek. To the inside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content is on Colin Sexton. The Heat have really been struggling with their free throws. Only made 5. More misses than made so far.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Stiff is checked in. Harlan kicks to Osman. Down low. And it's blocked by Lamb. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Shot clock at 3. And it's no good.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
It's stolen. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break.
Team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Lamb. Rebound by Steph. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Now, Garland. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. This is into Nance. Shot clock at 5. Here's the 3. Garland with the bucket.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
And Nunn has got the ball here for Miami. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
They came in focused and ready to play, and despite facing little resistance, they never pulled back.
1:44 left to play in the first quarter. Thompson with it. He gives the team some steady offense. Been under 10 points a game. Great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they'll cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you there.
No, we don't do that.
And Cobb gets it to go.
Inside, outside, you name it. Cobb will attack the defense from just about anywhere.
Here's Osman. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. And there's the pass to Lamb. 50 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Cobb. He had 10 points in the win against Detroit. And that one's on target from the wing. Cobb's got his second basket.
And they say the mid-range J is a dying shot, but Cobb enjoys knocking it down from there.
Osman, the pass to Steph. Misses the wing chip.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Lamb, that one doesn't drop. Nance with some nice D. Here's Osman. He has 6. Now, here's Nunn. With the floater, he takes it up and lays it in. And the Heat lead by 2.
Oh, such a field shot there.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Miami ahead, up by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Cleveland. Enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
I love their effort contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
On the floor for Miami, Cobb is out there with Jones. Then it's Junior. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Nunn in at the point. The Heat with the lead. Outside, Jones. Here's Lamb. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Outside, Porter. Thompson controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
Nunn kicks to Junior. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Good D by Thompson. Cleveland's got a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Here's Steph. And another 3 for Cleveland.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Now a timeout called by Miami. This their first chance this season playing the Cavaliers.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season, and quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Drummond's checked in for time.
High five again, Daddy. I'm here to give you a high five.
Miami with the ball, out to the wing. And here's Nunn. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. The tray, it's good from long range. Nunn's got 5.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Outside Porter. He's up 5 points in the game.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie. Greg, unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Jeff, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Getting burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he is going to be a handful to deal with.
Here's Lamb. Basket made, just his second this contest. He's 2 for 7 now. And so, Sexton will bring it up for Cleveland. They trail by 1, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
You know, they take 1 step forward, 2 steps back in exercise and frustration.
Once Cleveland takes possession. And it's in there. Sexton's got the lead up to 3 out for the Cans.
And the muscle of Sexton, outstanding at just working through the contact and finding a way to finish.
Junior to finish to Jones. He gets that one.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter, aggressive move inside.
Now Cleveland shooting the ball beautifully in the second quarter. They're at 55% for the field. Sexton kicks to Osmond. Outside, Porter. Lets it fly. Offensive rebound. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
One thing about Thompson, he's made improvements to his body and his game each and every year.
For Cleveland, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
We've got 1:13 left to play here in the half. Junior dishes to Olynyk, and Thompson sends it in.
Great timing by Tristan Thompson on that block. That's his forte.
Sexton deciding where to go with it. Back to Osman. 3-pointer. It's hauled in by the Heat. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the first of 2 spring at home. And out of bounds, the Cavaliers will take it. Stevens checked in for Jenny Osman. The Cavaliers lead by 3. Now Sexton. He's got 6. He dishes it to Nance. Inside, stiff. Here's Thompson. 20 seconds left in the second quarter. They grab their own miss. Here's Stiff. That's it, coming off the assist from Thompson. Stiff's got 8 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Offside Jones. Back to none. Here's Hero. Oh my goodness, with no time left on the clock.
Without a moment to spare, he cuts this one out.
Coaches always talk about closing quarter strong. Can't do it much better than that.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cavaliers lead by 2. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, the defense looks locked in. Looks like it's working.
Well, it's not everything's working exactly right, but our activity is making up for some of the mistakes and creating some opportunities and energy on the other end.
We'll see if that activity can continue. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's Cavaliers. Trey Nance is checked in for Andre Drummond. Osman comes in for Porter. And it's Garland in for Colin Sexton. The Cavaliers shoot their 7th free throw attempt here.
Really hasn't come together for them as a group in terms of free throw shooting, just around 70% on the season.
So many people know your story, born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons. Right. But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fun.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to patch our mark in terms of the lows of the game of college basketball.
Austin outside at 3 with Nance down at the power forward spot. When it's out, they were stiff. And it's Thompson in 5 rolling the paint. That's a 5 for Cleveland right now.
Bam Adebayo has been fairly solid from the line throughout his career.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Porter comes in for Jimmy Austin. And it's Sexton in for Garland. Sexton the pass to Porter. Back to Sexton. Another 3 for Cleveland.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Kicks it to Junior. Pass to Adebayo. Now here's Cobb. Tight defense on him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Drummond's checked in.
Well, opponents never really know how to contain Hendricks Cobb. He just has so much ability on the basketball court.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Here is Steph. He's got 8. Sexton with it. And good that time.
Dangerous score from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Pass to Lamb. To the paint. Jones kicks to Cobb. Here's Lamb. No good on that one. Nance with some nice D. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range here in quarter number 3. Pass to Sexton. Drummond with it. Pocket 6. Oh, Nance in position. And emphatic LU jam.
And I'll tell you, Nance can score. He rebounds it, has the versatility to switch 1 through 5. Does a lot for this team.
And the pass to Lamb. Offside Jones. To the middle. Got that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to 10 in the bucket from Lamb. The Cavaliers have gone better than 53% from the floor since September, shooting 8 of 15. Pass to Sexton. It's good.
Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
The Heat trail by 12. Here's Hero. 5 points in the game. Here's the floater. And Cobb lays it in. 16 points for Hendricks Cobb.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Here's Sexton. Here's Drummond. And it's Miami with the rebound. Junior's got 5 rebounds tonight. And there's the feed to Olynyk. Releases. And it is there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Cleveland leading by 10. Sexton with it. Now defended by Junior. And Nance kicks the quarter. Here is Steph. 8 points for him. And that one's good. Drummond. Drummond's got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now, here's Junior, defended by Sexton. Here's Hero. No good from outside. Cleveland's gone 3 of 7 from 3-point range here in quarter number 3. Here is Steph. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. To the inside. It's rebounded by Cobb.
A for effort, but when there's that much resistance at the rim, you better find another option.
There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Junior with it. Guarded now by Sexton. And Jones slides it home.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. Timeout called Cleveland.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
Bam Adebayo was checked in for Miami. Crowder comes in for Derek Jones. Here is Steph. 8 points for him. Pass to Porter. Outside, Sexton. Still the pass to Nance. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. The shot, no good. Break D that time from Adebayo.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Passes to Lamb. There's the dish to Crowder. Over Drummond. Shot by Crowder, no good.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Porter finds Nance. Good work defensively by Crowder.
What a defensive play. Gets the stop and does it without fouling.
Junior the pass to Adebayo. Here's Cobb. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going into the break with a 10-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll return shortly. I'm going to look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Actually watching she over there. If you want to come in, you gotta get a secret pass.
What's the password?
I'm not coming in.
Oh, then you gotta do the pass code too.
Okay, well, I'm not coming in.
Okay, bye.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. We're going to keep the defense on its heels.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Heat, they've got Adebayo. Junior's out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Robinson, and it's Dragic into the point. Now, here's Junior. He's tightly guarded. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Dragic. Al Cleveland shooting well, they're at 45%. Here is Steph. There's the pass to Nance. And Sexton has it in the corner. To come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. To the left wing. Now, here's Junior. Guarded by Porter. Now, here's Junior. To the middle. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Doesn't get any higher percentage than this. Adebayo is ferocious when he gets it in close.
Stiff against Dragic. Sexton dishes to Drummond. Here's Porter. And it's good for 2. And the Cavaliers lead by 7.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
Robinson passes to Dragic. And here's Junior. Pass to Crowder. Nance gets the rebound. Nance has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Steph outside Porter. Shoots over Dragic. And that one's good by Porter. The Heat trail by 9. Outside Robinson. Another 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And that one's good, Junior.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Still the best of Porter. Here's Drummond. He kicks it to Sexton. Has to Steph. Shakes him a 3. The basket good on the assist from Sexton.
Yeah, that's a great shot. Third 3 of the game for him, first in this half.
And here's Friday. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Outside Robinson. To the paint. Here's one. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Love check in for the Cavaliers. Here is Steph. Outside, Sexton. Second chance effort. It doesn't go for him. And Miami the other way now. Feeds to Junior. And Junior throws it down.
And right there, I like how Adebayo takes his time, scans the floor, makes the unselfish play.
Sexton with it. Now guarded by Dragic. And the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
What a play there. The hoop plus the arm.
Jimmy Butler, he's checked in. Against Steph. Now here's Dragic. Not a lot of room. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Makes it, and the next one could tie it up.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawing some fouls.
Porter's checked in for Cleveland. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Bam Adebayo.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack. He told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Still the best to Sexton. Hands it from downtown. Sexton's got 20.
Big shot play for Sexton, showing us he loves the spotlight. Seems energized performing here under the bright lights.
Timeout call for the Heat.
Well, it's a player's league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Miami's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Now, here's Junior. Running by Porter and scored by Drummond. Goes up and finished off by Porter.
Credit the lift and athleticism of Drummond to get things started. He's the rare center who picks up a lot of steals.
Dragic gets to Robinson. Back to Dragic. To the front of the field. Hammers the alley through.
Wonderful play. With that long wingspan and huge hands, Adebayo catches and finishes with ease.
Robinson against Sexton. And trying to break loose. Sexton's shot is good. side, Robinson. Passes it to Lamb. A minute 20 left to play here in the fourth. Just 5 on the clock. A pass to Waterman. Three-pointer. Schroeder. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Rollins got rebound number 15 here tonight. Four in the corner. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Nance. Out with it. They go the other way with it. Pass to Junior. Back to Robinson. Over Sexton. It's good. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
The shot by Sexton, no good. And it's Adebayo with the ball for Miami. Good!
Defense is key here.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're behind by 1. 16 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
These are the plays that people remember. I can't wait to see what he has devised.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. Here is Steph. To the left side wing. Here's Love. Can't cash in. And so a big win by Miami in a tight game. This win sends a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Craig Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Community Hub, and I'm here to update you on what's going down in my team right now. Flash packs are back, which means you can go retro with Pink Diamond, Brandon Roy, Diamond KD, or Glitched John Stockton. While you're competing for rings in Limited this weekend, grab 3 NBA award winners from any era.
And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Nighttime activity at Ocean Drive here in Miami. As seen from the air, plenty going on down there. There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. GA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Jrue Holiday is in it.
Terrific. David, thanks. And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4. Rick Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the point guard. Even off main shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Pass the ball. Passes it to Ingram. Holiday with it. Launches it. Nunn grabs the board.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going. Seems like you can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Now, here's Junior, guarded by Holiday. Stolen by Holiday. Ingram against Butler. Ingram passes to Williamson. Outside Holiday. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Ingram. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. Ingram's got 6. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Pelicans.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
And that one's good, Junior.
It seems like Gatorade has had a huge NBA star be the spokesman forever now. They announced that Junior will be the basketball rep for Gatorade heading forward.
Guys like Paul George and D-Wade, they've all worked with Gatorade. They feel that Junior can reach that kind of level of superstar status. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot. And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you, the more you see him, the length. Few wings in league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Derek Jones comes in for Bam Adebayo. And Hero subbed in for Jimmy Butler. And that one falls for Ingram. And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set, he's got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tool. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Here's Olynyk, and he banks in the lane.
Often you find him out on the wing, but Olynyk seizing the opportunity to go inside and dig out that extra possession.
Ingram outside. Okafor up top. Now the pass to Ingram. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Okafor. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. And the Pelicans lead by 12.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
That one falls.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Hayes. There's the dish to Ingram. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. He's been absolutely relentless.
a solid outing against Cleveland. Epic counts. The Heat shooting their first free throw of the game right now. Free throw good, Junior. Almost figured it would happen with how he played. And now he has made it official. Junior Gray winning his first Rookie of the Month award.
It's a bit baffling. So many teams passed on Junior. He clearly is NBA ready and has been an impact player for this team. This could be just the start of a storied career.
Down low, here's Lamb, and Junior throws it down.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Kicks to Okafor. Olynyk with the steal. Now, here's Junior, covered by Redick. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Junior.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Redick shoots from 14. Rebound by Olynyk.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open. Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Ingram up top, defended by Jones. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Inside, here's Lamb, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's on Jahlil Okafor.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Cobbie's checked in for the Heat. And the Pelicans making a change here as well. Ellie's checked in. That's tipped. Right wing. Cobb. Wide open. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Well, this team knows to feed Cobb every chance they get. He's just so reliable.
Has to overthrow. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Back to Okafor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on the limit.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
First trip to the line for him here.
Tell you what, coming straight to the NBA after just 1 year at Duke, Okafor making an immediate impact in the NBA.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first. Passes it to Cobb. Junior with it. He's got 10. Down low, Olynyk. And Okafor with the block.
Got to be cautious when Okafor's in the area. I mean, he's a giant. Not only is he big, but he's long. That helps him block shots because of his good timing, too.
Junior dishes the Cobb. And the dunk by Cobb.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And here's Ingram from the arc. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. New Orleans on top. They lead by 3. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. We recently caught up with Drew Holiday, who talked about some trying times.
I think that there was a lot.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, I like the way they forced a ton of turnovers and then took advantage of those turnovers with opportunistic baskets.
They've got Cobb. Kelly Olynyk is out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Junior. And it's none in at the one. So that's who Miami starts the second with. And Junior throws it down. We're not that far into this NBA season, but you have to be excited, Greg, about the way that Junior has performed so far.
He's hit the ground running and been an immediate factor. The way he moves and acts on the court doesn't look like a rookie. Hopefully he continues to build off this solid start.
Boy, the perception of Ingram, the awareness, seeing the lane and pouncing on it in a blink of an eye.
Here's Cobb. He had 16 points in the win against Cleveland. Outside, Jones. The pass to Cobb. Let's go. Nice jump shot. Good. Cobb's got 6.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Outside, Redick. Pass to Okafor. Rebound by Olynyk. And so it's Hunter that brings it up for the Heat. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Williamson is checked in for Okafor, and Ball subbed in for Ingram. Ball kicks to Redick. And he gets it to go.
Capable of being creative with his dribbling moves, Redick's confidence in his handles has really grown.
To the middle. And Junior with the basket on the assist from Redick. Junior's got the lead up to 2 now for the Heat.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
And that one, good.
an underrated playmaker. Williamson with good court vision and solid decision-making.
Ball against Dragic. Pulls up. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 8 points for him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Outside, Redick. Over to the wing. Story. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
How about that? Redick showing the same kind of accuracy on that pass as he has on his three-point shots, which is quite remarkable. That's how you drop a dime.
Now, here's Junior. He's starting close. Shot up two there.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Story. He's guarded by Dragic. Outside for Redick. And 3 off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
The feed to Junior. Adebayo with the bucket. Adebayo's got 5.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Williamson, the pass to Redick. Ball's not loose. It's stolen by Adebayo. And Adebayo sends it back. Right wing. To the paint. Up and in on the way. And now a 5-point Heat lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Heat.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Redick with the double team. Dragic kicks to Crowder. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic. Dragic has got 3 assists in the game. Pelicans trail by 8. Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Some changes here for the Heat. Jimmy Butler comes in. And so it's the Miami Heat taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what did you change up in the second quarter?
Well, we showed a little bit more toughness, certainly on the defensive end.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back to the second half of basketball right after this. Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we in the second half of our broadcast. Junior's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Robinson dishes to Junior. Pass to Adebayo. Fires it up, and the jumper is good. Robinson's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Heat.
And finally, someone scores.
Yeah, it's been a defensive battle to say the least, partner. Good to see at least somebody got the ball in the basket. Finally.
So for New Orleans right now, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at the 5, rolling the bench. Good.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
He kicks it to Holiday. Ingram outside. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you. Rockets the pass to Lamb. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with a foul. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Ingram with the steal, and in transition, it's Ingram. Here we go.
How about that endless wingspan of Ingram? I mean, really causing the opposition a lot of problems.
Now, Junior, and 2 points for him. And he makes that one. Oh, Linux got his second basket of the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Ingram. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
And with Ingram, he can score from anywhere. I mean, his jump shot is money, and his drives to the hoop, lethal.
Now, here's Junior. He's covered by Ingram. Junior, the pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small in his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Deep 2 for Williamson. Misses off the right angle.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
6 to shoot. Junior, the pass to Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. And Favors kicks to Ingram. Shoots from the high post. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Okafor's checked in for Favors. Jackson Hayes comes in for Zion Williamson. And J.J. Redick ball. Ingram out. Making a switch here. We've got Jay Crowder. He's out there with Junior. Robinson is out there with Adebayo. And it's Dragic into the one spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
Gotta like seeing Ingram get going down underneath the rim. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Now, here's Junior. He's covered by Ingram. Crowder goes in. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Okafor finds Ingram. Good work there as it goes. Ingram's got 30 points.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Pass to Lamb. We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower-tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agree?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
Moment here now for an injury report.
Well, Kevin, I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Pelicans. And guys, he says it's just a...
Go ahead, I know you want to say something. Go ahead. That's the first time.
And Miami has possession. Robinson passes to Lamb. And Junior throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Great. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
And it's Williamson missing.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a fact.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
The pass to Melly. Redick against Robinson. Out to Ingram. Over Junior. And the Pelicans miss again. And it's Adebayo with the ball for Miami.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Miami.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often. Tonight, this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And guys, sometimes it's hard during the first meeting of the season to get a feel for a team. But these guys came out, made the necessary adjustments, and they have to feel good about going up 1-0 in the season series here against New Orleans.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Junior.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash over. And you can sense that these fans these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
About 7 seconds separating the shot game clocks. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Rogic kicks to Junior. And Junior throws it down.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.
I didn't have to yell because the second bus said, don't worry, don't do it. Okay. We're at 7:50 my report to N1. Oh, yeah. She jumped in the train. Yeah, she refuses to buy Metro class. Because she thinks somebody can open the door and go right through it. I said no. They called me and I said I'll keep you overnight. I'll come see you after work.
How I look like dip my finger, hit it.
It's time to celebrate you. We look forward to showcasing your very best plays in NBA 2K in NBA 2K TV's top plays.
And this week, it's all about defense. Here's a look at your top defensive blocks brought to you by Mobile One.
What up? This is the 2K MC, and I am fired up. Because for this week's top plays, we're hosting a block party. Here are some of the best blocks we've seen in 2K21 so far. You know what they say, offense wins games, but defense wins championships. There were so many great blocks to choose from, but without further ado, let's see who made the top 4. Our first play comes from Justin Wells, 31. Makes a statement early in the game with a tremendous snatch block. Also picks up an assist for good measure. Teamwork makes the dream work. I coined that phrase. Next up, we have Vic-Trick93. Point guard has lots of room, but look who's lurking in the paint. Shows off the Hall of Fame Heart Crusher badge as he freezes the entire team. Snow cones, anyone? Next, it's Mookie.
What a wonderful view of the lights of Miami here on a gorgeous night in South Florida. Coming to you live on this Tuesday night, it's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and 2 Hall of Famers. Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin, we all are well aware of the Miami.
Everyone talks about the Heat culture. It is special. David?
You take the Heat in there. There's a fan and everything.
Yeah, but that's it. They can do whatever they want.
Come, let's go bed, Maddie.
We can do whatever we want. It's mine.
I don't think so.
Yes, it's Daddy's room.
Clean up the room. Clean up the room.
Thank you. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond.
Hi. Maddie. You're not listening.
You put a plastic thing under the bed.
Okay, be quiet. No, listen.
It's out there with Kevin Love, and it's Stiff in at the 1 spot. And for the Heat, Jay Crowder out there with Adebayo. Then it's Robinson, and there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Dragic in at the point. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustment.
Deciding to change it up.
I didn't tell you my mother was 10 years young. When I see my mother last month,
unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation.
Keeping her one here and one home over there too.
Here is Steph. What a tremendous game he played against New York.
How bad she got the same thing she said. She said now she's asleep.
The Heat trail by 5.
Before, when the thing was
Adebayo passes to none. Now, here's Junior. Defense right on him. He feeds it to Olynyk. It's good.
And this game already taking shape as an offensive battle.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Garland, the pass to Osman, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All stops to the double pair. The best outcome in a bad situation.
The Cavaliers shoot their first free throws of the game right now.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting. Just about 73%.
Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. That misses, so he splits the free throws. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the New York Knicks. Olynyk against Nance. A fadeaway. Olynyk can't hit.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Garland, the pass to Drummond. And another miss by Cleveland. The Heat trail by 4. Here's Lamb. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
Jones checked in for Miami. And Cleveland also making a change. Zizic has checked in. Here's Stiff. Good on the triple. Stiff's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open. And Larry Nance Jr., son of former NBA great Larry Nance, like his father, Larry Jr. plays well above the rim.
Greg, this is a young guy who can go over you, through you, and when he's airborne, this is one of the scariest players to challenge at the rim.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Garland, the pass to Nance. Now, here's Garland, defended by none. Clock at 4. From the baseline. And it's Osman missing. And so it's none with it. He brings it up to the Heat. Trailing by 2. Passes it to Hero. Here's Olynyk. Fires from the line. Bam. Junior on the follow. Junior's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And the Player of the Week winners being announced recently, and Junior Gray taking the honors for the first time in his career.
And it's no surprise that Junior was simply magnificent this week. Completely carried his team to victories, and he gets some well-deserved recognition.
And even 3-on-3 break. Pass to Zizic. Cleveland moving the ball around. Garland, no good. And so here's Miami to the paint. Here's Lamb. And Junior throws it down.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Cavaliers trailing. Not loose. And here's Junior. And Junior throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, Fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
In transition, here comes Miami with some art, and the basketball pull in. The Heat lead by 6.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Well, just quick with the decision-making, smart pass by Darius Garland.
The Heat leading by 4. Nunn kicks to Olynyk. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. And the basketball Olynyk.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times happen. An easy bucket in the paint.
Last game for the Cavaliers. They picked up the W against the Knicks in New York. 1:33 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Garland. Kicks it to Nance. Shot clock at 6. Over Nunn. Nance, no good.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Olynyk the pass to Nunn. Down low. Deflects the pass. Nance outside. Junior with it. He's picked up by Nance. Junior the pass to Hero. 6 down by the coast. And it's a 10-point Miami lead.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
The shot's good from Zizic.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Hero. Here's Lamb. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Nance.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Miami, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Only shooting 71 really on the season, so there is plenty of room for improvement.
Cobb's checked in for Miami. And Cleveland also making a change. Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Larry Nance. Here's Osman. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First one falls for. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Miami has possession. 7-point differential. They went to Cleveland for their last meeting with the Cavaliers, and they came out with a win.
They had a really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
Yeah, I don't think they win without the productivity they got from their bench. That made the difference.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Osman, the pass to Garland. Oh, good on the dribble. And so it's the Miami Heat in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
So on the floor for Cleveland, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Bell is out there with Zizic, and it's Osman in at small forward. Here's Sexton. That one off the back iron and out.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. The pass to Sexton. And stolen by Junior. He kicks the Cobb. That shot missing. And Cleveland the other way now. They are coming into this having notched to win against the Knicks in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Count it, good. Crowder's got the lead up to 13 now for Miami.
But I'll tell you, great job by Crowder to free himself up, an aggressive interior scorer.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Sexton the pass to Bell. Great check by Lamb. Crowder kicks to Nunn. At the top of the key count. Now here's Junior, defended by Bell. 6 on the shot clock. And Olynyk gets it to go on the assist by Junior. Junior's got 5 assists in the game. The Cavaliers trail by 15. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Sexton's shot is good. Sexton's got 6 points.
How about the soft touch on the floater from Colin Sexton? You must have that in your arsenal.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And that one's good, Junior.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people.
Back to Jones, and Jones slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Love outside. But they'll get another chance. Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
It always helps to have a big who is willing to find open teammates. Larry Nance proving how unselfish he can be.
Here's Lamb, and Junior throws it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Here's Garland, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Bam Adebayo.
You know what you love about Darius Garland's potential? It's as a scorer in this league, right? He's so aggressive. He plays assertively. And that, to me, is the key for young players.
Take a break. Take a break.
They throw good, Garland.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfectly aligned so far here in the second quarter.
The Heat making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in. Zizic has checked in for the Cavaliers. Bell comes in for Kevin Love. Here's Lamb. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Here's Garland. He makes that one drop, only a second, 5 tries.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
Junior with it. Hands on him. And it's Junior missing. Nance passes to Steph. Oh, Nance in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
The very definition of a high flyer. Larry Nance, my goodness.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
The Heat have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And in the first quarter, he was consistently getting to the line and really causing headaches for the D. Haven't seen that same type of consistency here in the second.
Hero passes to Olinick. Inside, Lamb. Good team by Bell. The Cavaliers trail by 9. 59 seconds left now here in the second. That's a floater go. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 11 points in the quarter.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
Fires the 3. That's good. Basket number 5 on 5 for 8-night shooting.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Nunn kicks to Junior. To the middle. Here's Jones. They can't stop the run with that one. The Cavaliers shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 16.
Big night for Darius Garland. He's been a headache for the defense.
Down low. Here's Lamb. Valentine pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Heat lead by 4.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Stiff the pass to Zizic. Over to Olinick. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Kevin, how did you guys chip away at that deficit in the first half?
Oh, man, we just executed, got good shots, and got stops. That was really it.
All right, Kevin, thanks a lot for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter basketball. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The team's changing it up here. In the middle, it's Olinick and Adebayo. Kendrick Nunn out there with Junior. And it's Cobb in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. But that was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
How about the leaping ability of Dante Exum? Terrific instincts on that one.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth of the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Osman. Feeds it to Garland. Goes up from the top of the key. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds in this game. Cobb passes to Lamb. He gets it in there. 27 points for Junior.
You can't leave someone open around Cobb. When you do, he makes sure to hurt you for that mistake.
Nance, right side. Outside, Sexton. Misses the 3. Miami leading by 15. Puts it up for Adebayo. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And Miami making a change here. Heroes checked in. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Cavaliers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Passes it to Sexton. Takes a shot at the elbow. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Inside. And Junior with the basket on the assist by Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Here's Osman. He's got 8. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Osman's got 4 points this quarter.
You can't just stop when there's a big setup. You gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Pass to Lamb. Pocket 6. Cobb passes to Lamb. Kicks it to Olynyk. Goes back up. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Olynyk's got 12 points in the game. Outside, Sexton. A floater. That's his 7th miss and 12 shot attempts.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
To the paint. Junior the pass to Olynyk. Now here's Adebayo. And that one's good, Junior. Junior's got 31.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love him.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And no doubt, coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Zizic has checked in for Jenny Osman. Nance dishes the bell. And Nance kicks the bell. Oh, Nance in position.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one,
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Pass to Junior. To the inside. Adebayo. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Olynyk with the steal. Here's Hero. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And that one's good, Junior.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Outside, Sexton. Rebound by Olynyk.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And there's the pass to Lamb. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third. Gets it to go. That one good from Adebayo.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just spanning the flank.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Nance finds Sexton. And it's denied.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Down low. Here's Lamb. And Junior throws it down.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly...
You finished? You finished?
See the difference.
Sexton attacking. And Sexton slams it in.
Well, just a little bit of momentum and Sexton going right to the rim.
Passes to Olynyk. He kicks it to Cobb. Now, Junior. Not going to go that time. And Cleveland the other way now. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Now Sexton. 14 points for him. Now, here's Garland. Shot clock at 5. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Garland. Sexton's got 11 in the second half. Here's Hero. Count the basket.
And even with a big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And so it's the Miami Heat holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. The fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Kevin Love. Colin Sexton is out there with Stiff. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it stands in at the 3 spot.
Well, the team has got to be thrilled to see Colin Sexton work the pick and roll game and find the open teammate.
As to Hero. They double in with Love. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
And some changes here.
And to me, guys, there will always be a place in the NBA for an athlete of Jordan Bell's ilk, right? Some people were very surprised that he fell to the second round.
And stolen by Drummond. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Drummond. Out to Dance. Cleveland moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's a 2 from Sexton. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Sexton's got 21.
Colin Sexton, early in his career, has demonstrated great instincts in the pick and roll, good decision making.
Butler finds Butler. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Just a sloppy quarter of basketball. Turnovers now becoming an issue.
For the Cavaliers, Cedi Osman, he's checked in for Love. And Stiff is subbed in for Bell. Here's Sexton. And the lead is down inside single digits. He's got 23.
This young man loves to play through contact and certainly has the frame to absorb it. Go ahead, young Sexton.
Here's Lamb. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Well, good, Junior. He doesn't get the second one. The Cavaliers trail by 9. The pass to Osman. Here is Stiff. Covered by Lamb. And that one's good by Stiff.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Here's Lamb. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, outstanding job there, taking the arm and still able to finish.
Throw good, Junior. 1:53 left in the fourth. Outside, Sexton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, it's easy to say, but this is one guy you don't want to foul. Colin Sexton is an excellent free throw shooter.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Rockets the bench to Lamb. In the corner, Crowder with it. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Sexton the pass to Stiff. Junior. Here's Drummond. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jimmy Butler.
And stiff defense gives Drummond some trouble on that shot, but he stays cool and gets a trip to the line.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
Now, here's Junior. Defense is right there to the paint. Crowder, the pass to Dragic. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And here's Cleveland. They're on a 20-6 run. Here's Stiff. That's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Olenek is checked in for Butler. And the Cavaliers call time here. They're trailing by 7. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our New Balance player of the game.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
The lift he got from this home crowd has been obvious. There's nothing fans love more than getting a big game out of someone other than one of their stars. Sexton kicks to Osman. 35 seconds left in the game. And another miss by Cleveland.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Now, here's Junior. Guarded close. Count it. Junior's got 41.
What a great shooting performance. His percentage is outstanding.
Disappointing day for him. Let's see if they go down with a fight.
Well, they definitely have some things to work out, and you would love to see them finish this game the right way.
Pass to Olenek. Kicks to Junior. And so it's the Heat winning this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Flashing lights and I pose on the road to give you my soul. Hold on.